So there's Tracy.
Hi.
And I'm Erin. She'll flip to me. But we're out here checking out this mysterious marble grave that I posted about on my personal Facebook page. And I thought, Tracy, it would be a good idea to show you the equipment we'll be using during the course of this series.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. I'm excited to show you.
Yeah.
And then see what we can do about just you testing the equipment on this grave while I clean it up some.
Yeah.
Because it's not been cared for. It's by itself. We don't know anything about it. There is a whole row of Snipes family here from Ray City, but there's some distance between this grave and that row.
Yeah, there's a definite break.
Yeah, I don't really know if this grave is part of the family. I was erroneous in saying that I thought this was an adult-sized grave. This is clearly a child-sized grave now that I'm out here. And that explains the marbles a lot more. So
yeah.
Here, you take the camera.
All right.
And I will show you. First hi, I'm Erin. First we like to have this when we're out at a graveyard because it's just decent to clean up after yourself. This is an EMF detector, but it also has on it a Geiger counter. If we ever need a Geiger counter, we don't need to be there anymore. We need to split.
Yeah.
And it can go silent. Yellow is I've calibrated it that yellow is fairly baseline. It really should be reading green out here if I calibrated it properly, but I made it a little less sensitive because I think every single hit's a little bit much.
Right.
Sometimes if you put it against the phone, it'll go off, but I calibrated it so it doesn't go off on every single little piece of, every single little piece of stuff. I don't know why it's still beeping up. There is a way to get it to shut up. Yeah, that's quiet.
There we go.
So when this goes red, it says that there's electromagnetic energy around you. Now, wires in a building can cause electromagnetic energy. Some phones, being too close to phones, you'll see a lot of paranormal investigators film right here, but it's not doing it here because I'm an excellent calibrist.
Obviously.
But if it goes red, then there's something more than a cell phone around.
Gotcha.
When we're in buildings and not outdoors, we can do baseline readings to see where in the walls the wiring is, where the circuitry goes, and all that stuff. So that's EMF. I don't have it set to Geiger, but it can read Geiger. That's radiation.
Gotcha.
We don't need to be chilling where there be radiation. This is yours. This is a 2000 lumen flashlight, which is really bright.
Yeah.
It goes from, can't really see it out here, but it goes super fine, and then it goes spotlight.
Gotcha.
Which is, you could light up the woods.
Yeah, you can actually see it on that grave. It was pretty good.
So there's that. There are some people who test with let me loosen it and see if the ghost can turn it. I don't like that idea at all. You'll come to find through the course of the series that there's a lot of I don't like that idea at all. I'm a little too skeptical for that nonsense.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
Can't agree with everything I say.
Well, I won't. But.
Okay, this is a cool device. It's an infrared temperature taker. So right now it says that it's about 73 degrees outside right now. Now, most of the stuff is best inside, to be completely honest, because you can control the environment a lot better if it's inside. Out here, we have outside noise, we have all kinds of weather stuff happening and winds, and this can drop. See, it just dropped 1 degree. That doesn't mean really anything except we're outdoors and it's January and it's 72.8 degrees in January, which is freakish on its own.
Yeah, I think that's probable cause right there for something's odd happening.
Shut up. Probable cause for the earth burning.
Mother Nature going crazy.
But right here, because this has been baking in the sun all day, that's 77 degrees.
Yeah.
Because it's been absorbing sunlight. Whereas the earth next to it is 73 because it's earth. So there's that. That's a lot of fun. Those are two fun things that we have. Let's see, what else do we have? This is not a sponsor. Far Cry is not a sponsor. Yeah, anything that's wordy we could cut out. Okay, so this is the main camera that we have.
Got the blur.
This is the lock off, and it can go. It is a megapixel. I don't know what brand it is. DVC, I guess. The reason why I have this camera is because it's a camera that we can set up on a tripod and leave it alone. And this camera also has night vision, which is important, you know, for all kinds of things, but mostly for the night.
You would think,
you
being as it is
Hey,
night
you better be saying
vision.
something because I'm not funny by myself. Anyways,
I'm observing and
you're
learning.
observing and learning.
Yes.
This is the most talking I'm going to be doing the whole series. So I can set this up and we can rock just like ambient footage, right? So
Right.
It says welcome, and I believe it. Ooh. This charges, and it's got a SD card of like 64 gig, I think.
No, so we're good.
We're good for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't even turned it on yet, to be honest. Let's see. Boom. Are we recording now? Yeah, boy. And it's got audio pickup as well. Now, here's the cool thing about this one. I don't know if this should just go like that. The cool thing about this one is that in this bag, I have all the stuff, extra batteries, and here's the external boom mic. This little beauty runs on a remote as well.
Nice.
So we could turn it off and on. These are lens covers for if we want it to be like, phew, you know. All kinds of fun stuff. Chargers,
Just make sure
batteries.
you do that exact, you know,
Phew, I'm gonna
sound for it.
camera. I'm moving it. This boom mic sets up by you putting it on top here on the grid,
Alrighty.
and then you plug it in the back. There's a mic plug, external, and it can be selected to be a directional mic, which does really great work at capturing straight ahead,
Straight ahead. Mm-hmm.
or an ambient room mic. What we'll be using it for is probably just an ambient lock-off cam.
Yeah.
So at the
For
top-
this at least.
well, for most things, because what
Yeah.
we'll do is we'll put it right there like that and let it just sort of film what we're doing. Like, I have no idea if that's catching anything except like the church. I don't know. Okay, so camera, EMF detector with Geiger reader, thermoscope. I
Yeah.
think that's a real word. Let's see what else. What else in the bag of tricks? Tracy, I have your lifeline right here. The one that has the heart on it is mine because I've tried it on. This is yours. This goes over your face like this, behind your ears, if we're ever in a weird
Yeah.
spot.
Because Tracy has chronic asthma.
Tracy has chronic asthma, so we try not to smoke cigars around Tracy, or bongs, or pipes, or fat beats. Okay, so this is the fun thing that everybody's going to want to hear about.
Ah.
This
Is that what I think it
It
is?
is what you think it is. It's a spirit box. I am dubious as to the authenticity of this particular technology. However, I am willing to have it run during our investigations because people are interested in it. People do care about it, and I'll show you how to turn this on when we get to where you're doing stuff.
And that's that little joke.
I can explain what it does. What it does is it scans all radio frequencies at a rate that you can select between 100 and 300, okay? For our use, we'll probably use it at about 200. And what that does is it scans so quickly that it's, in theory, not supposed to pick up any intelligible station broadcast information.
It flips through them so quickly, it
Correct.
can't pick up anything.
Yeah, the rate at which it flips. So, okay, let's try it. So there's that. This is an external speaker, and I'm thinking we need to get a better speaker because that one's a little bit froggy. But
Gotcha.
let's see. What else is there? Oh yeah, we need this. This is good. I haven't charged it, but this is an external charge bar for if anything runs out of charge that doesn't use battery, like our phones, or this guy can be plugged into USB. We can use this for a quick charge, which
Because
is really nice.
every now and then, equipment just goes berserk,
Yeah.
according to speculation of it being.
I'm going to say for the record, I have worked in parapsychology before. I worked for 3 years with a firm in the Midwest.
Mm-hmm.
I was the parapsychologist. But I was the skeptic who looked at the evidence and said, actually.
Yeah.
That said, there's a weird thing about batteries.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna.
Things draw energy, and it can sap it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be gruff about it.
Nah, it's just a good theory to throw out there.
Yep.
You know?
This is for me. This is for cleaning up the side of the grass. Because since we're gonna be out here, even if nothing happens and you're learning the stuff and everything's fine, it's just a decent thing to do.
Yeah.
To clean up and be
Yeah.
good. And
Do good.
This is my notebook because I'm a nerd.
Yeah.
It even says notebook, so I don't get confused that it's a sink or a trash can or something.
Could be a car.
It's probably something I could drive.
Yeah.
That might be it.
Yeah. You can always draw a car.